Well, hello there. I hope you're all doing great on this peculiar Monday evening. I hope you all had an interesting day, to say the least. And today, we're gonna dive deep within something that I haven't explored in depth or at all quite yet, and that is Sumeru. Today, we're gonna go within Nahida's territory and ransack it dry of absolutely everything it has to offer. We're not gonna leave a single blade of grass behind us. We're gonna decimate an entire ecosystem today and bleed it dry of every single primogem it has to offer. So, I hope you all get a nice beverage or two, maybe some snacks, and get cozy. And prepare for a few hours of treasure hunting, mixed together with my rambling, and maybe a few stories along the way. So, to start our journey, what better way to do it than go with a few daily commissions, to get our feet wet, and see where we go from there. We also might do a little bit of artifact farming today. Maybe Father Hoyoverse will finally be kind to me and give me at least one of the good artifacts out there. I severely doubt that, but a man can dream. By the way, how's that, Alex? I hope you're doing great. I know it was a little bit of a long-winded introduction, but I felt like I owe you that one, since I wasn't able to stream on Sunday. Not because I didn't want to, but because I couldn't. I had to go a little bit out of town, so I wasn't able to stream on my proper computer. And I didn't want to do it through laptop because the quality would have been pretty bad. So I wouldn't want to do that to you guys. But yeah, yesterday I just took like a nice relaxing, day off. I read quite a lot, played a little bit of Genshin. I don't know if you guys saw, but I shared on Discord. Yesterday at about, I want to say like 9 p.m. I was laying in my bed. Or at least in a bed at my parents' house. And I was like, well, I have three choices. I could go to sleep, which I obviously didn't want to do. I could have gone, and read some manhwa or watch something. Or I could have done a pro gamer move and played some Genshin. And as you all can tell, I'm a gamer, not by choice but by blood. So I was born as one, so the choice was pretty obvious there. So I booted my Genshin up and I was like, well, what can I do? I did everything. I did all the weekly stuff. I beat every single boss. There's nothing to do. But not so. I was perusing. And I wandered somehow, mysteriously, within the cat's tail. And I was like, well, is there any challenges still left for me to complete? And I opened the challenge box and I was like, okay, I see. There is some stuff to do. There is a few challenges that I still haven't completed on the Hell's difficulty. And I spent like good 1.5 hours just completing them. And surprisingly, I didn't lose any fight except Margot Kenki. I lost that fight, I think, twice. But before then, I just decimated every single enemy. First try. Didn't even try, I was like, just perusing it. We were cruising out there. You should have seen it. Oh, it was glorious. But then Margot Kenki, the last fight that I did, kind of put me in place because I lost twice in a row. And I was like, I had to regroup. I had to recenter myself. I had to look at the picture of Zhongli, you know, to bring me more confidence within myself. And I finally went there for the 3rd time, and I was like, I'm gonna do it. Now is the time where I finally defeat you. And that's what I did. I went there, you know, determination of steel, Jojo face on my own, you know. I was like walking like Dio towards that fight. Oh, it was glorious. And you know, I put that Maguya Kenki in place. I made him realize that he is not the absolute alpha that he thought he was. I was the apex predator in that situation, and I proved myself by beating him. The only challenge that I still haven't done, which I didn't do because we haven't tried it yet on stream, and I wouldn't want to do that to you guys, you know, beating it, and then have nothing else to do. The only reason why I did other ones is because we already done them. So I was like, well, it's the exact same fight, just a little bit harder. So I felt like I could do it. And that's what I did. I've won 5 fights, and with a clean, you know, mind, I went and read some manhwa after that. I closed Genshin, I was like, okay, my gamer side is satisfied. We came, we saw, we conquered, as they say. And after that, I went and read some manhwa. And I found a pretty interesting one this time. Because I was like, just watching my recommendations. Because I think I have like at least, I want to say 200 bookmarks. All with different manhwas that I still read from time to time. And sometimes when I like just find something that at least somewhat feel like is gonna be fun, what I do is I bookmark it, and then whenever I have absolutely nothing to read, or at least I think so, I just go back to those bookmarks and I find something to read from them to save me time, you know, of looking for some decent stuff. And for about half a year, I had saved up a very interesting title. I think it was called something like Rebirth of the Emperor. And it's basically a story about a crow. I know the pretense already pretty strange, but hear me out. So there's basically this crow who is half human, who had 3 disciples that were like emperors of their time. And he basically was like beginning the manhwa with him beating the absolute living hell out of one of his disciples with like a stick. And so that stick is very important for the story because later on he's gonna use it for much more different stuff. But he beats his disciple, you know, as a good teacher would. He makes his disciples to learn some respect. And it's like this entire backstory of his disciples, you know, telling that they became like one of the strongest people in the world. And after all this tear-jerking like backstory, the entire plot completely takes 360 turn and basically goes from, you know, the end story, if you will, to like a sect gathering of a bunch of like elders who were like discussing one of those disciples' sex being diminished and like falling from grace. And out of nowhere, our protagonist shows up, but not in his like crow form. Instead of showing up in his crow form, he shows up as some kid and basically declares himself to be like the top disciple of the sect out of nowhere, and declare himself to be like the strongest. and basically seizes the entire sect by force. I don't know how that's possible, but he does. He presents like some sort of token and just says, "This sect, I run it now." And I was like, okay, I'm listening. That's an interesting premise, and I'm here for it. I'll do this quest in a little bit, because I need to focus on the story first. Can't get too distracted, because it's a good one. So he basically takes over the entire sect and starts, you know, his path on absolute ass-whooping. Because the first thing he does is he goes to Treasury and fights his old, like, teaching stick. And basically beats a bunch of, like, disciples with it. Which was glorious, to say the least. And as you can imagine, he pretty much just rains mayhem on everything and everyone that stands within his path. And it's like the entire story of him going to, like, different places and a certain dominance, essentially. Because there's one part where he has, like, a forcible marriage arranged for him. And instead of, you know, going through the said marriage, he completes the challenges that the other sect, like, bestows upon him in order to be qualified to go for the marriage. He completes them all. He cripples a few disciples in a way. And basically at the end of it all, when he gets to meet, like, his future-to-be wife, he pulls an absolute Chad move. And instead of, you know, like, just going with the flow and getting married, he basically says, "I just don't feel like it." And instead of, you know, proceeding with the marriage, he basically says, send the woman that was supposed to be his bride. He says, "Because I need a maid. So send her within 3 days, and I'll accept her as my maid." And surprisingly, she comes. And he pretty much just forces her to clean and, like, cook for him. All the time. Even though she's hailed as, like, a princess. And is, like, one of the top, like, strongest people in the entire sect. He basically makes her a maid. Which I was like, that's a baller move right there. You know? Because majority of the time, stories like that would end with just, you know, the main character either getting kicked out and not getting married, or getting married and it's just, you know, boring stuff. But this mad lad was like, no, that's not what I'm all about. You want to get married? You're not good enough. But you can be my mate. You know? And that's the kind of character that I like. You know? Because, as I said before, whenever there's a twist and turn that I don't expect, it's always a welcome surprise. Because it doesn't happen often. But if I cannot predict what's gonna happen within the story, it usually indicates that the story is actually good. And it doesn't happen often, as I said. But when it does, it's a special treat that you gotta treasure. Because it's very rare to find stuff like that. To me, I probably could count on fingers on one of my hands how many times that happened to me. And as I said, every time it does, it's very special. But yeah, that's what I've been kind of up to. Read like 80 chapters of that, you know, just had a good time, played some Genshin. And you know, just took a day to compose myself, you know. Get a little bit of rest.
I can do it.
And today we're back stronger than ever.
I'm going in.
Ready to conquer the Teyat yet again.
Committed to memory.
Be still.
Oh, I forgot the Hydra for a second.
Make yourselves at home.
Ooh, that was a bit embarrassing.
6308.
I forget sometimes how much damage my Bennett does. Like, my Bennett is supposed to be a healer, right? But he's not. He's probably dealing more damage than my Ayata right now. And I don't know if that's a good thing. Because, you know, on one hand I'm like, that's great. But on the other hand, I'm just worried because my man Ayata might get pushed out. Because he is supposed to be my main damage dealer in my team. But he gets, you know, outclassed by our boy Bennett. Which is unfortunate, but you know,
Absorption test.
it's a dog world out here. And whoever does more damage is the ones that staying, you know? Because I remember when I first started playing Genshin, right? I didn't know how strong Bennett was, and I didn't know that he was supposed to be a healer. Because I didn't read his like skills description, so I didn't know he was used to be a healer. I always thought of him as a buffer, and only then a healer. Because I don't know about you, but I never needed healers. So I never like was low enough on HP to realize how strong Bennett's heals are. So what I did is I built him with full pyro damage. Like absolute ham pyro damage. I'm pretty sure my Bennett was doing with like his elemental skill like 30k damage. Because I think I built him like with 80% crit and like 230% crit damage. And I'm pretty sure I put like a Killer Favonia on him and later Primordial Jade Cutter. And he was absolutely decimating everything within his path. Because I was like, well, he can heal himself, right? And he can buff himself. So technically, he's the best damage dealer possible because he's self-sufficient. Bennett doesn't need anyone. So I can build him out as an absolute tank and just, you know, plow through everything that dares to look at me funny. And that's exactly what I did. That's exactly what I did. Because I remember using him and Xingqiu to just ransack Spiral Abyss. I absolutely devoured everything that dared to stand in my path. And it was glorious. I also never had more fun than playing with Bennett. Because, like, it's a feeling that can't be described with words. When you can just take a healer and, like, go to Spiral Abyss and almost solo the entire floor with just Bennett. If you've never done that, I severely urge you to build Bennett as a DPS and try him out in that role. Because you will be surprised just how much damage he can deal.
Be still.
You don't even need to upgrade his like basic attacks because he doesn't really need them. All you really need to do is upgrade his elemental skill and elemental burst. And he's gonna deal a lot of damage. That's why I always felt like whenever people say that Bennett is a support, they just never played Bennett as a damage dealer because it's honestly an experience. Ah, god damn it. I should have put Raiden in. I forgot to switch to Raiden, so I was missing a bunch of damage. I really need to upgrade my characters on this account. It's but you know what, I'm like, on one hand, I'm like, I got used to just having my characters underleveled. Because it's just something special about when you can just, you know, run around as a level 40 character. It's just, you know, it's a feeling that can be described with words. Because I got used to, whenever I used to play Genshin like by myself, I got so used to decimating absolutely everything with just like 1 or 2 clicks of E that I never even used. I swear to God, I never used elemental burst in an open world. It just never happened. Not because I never needed it, but because everything was dying too quickly. I never had a chance to do it. And that kind of messed me up because I got used to it so much that I just never had to even try to kill enemies.
Be still.
Because I always had Zhongli in my team, and I always had Dilek, who was like built like a truck. So I never had the need to like
Illusion shattered.
not even try, but to do any damage whatsoever. Because I could have literally just killed everything with one character. I didn't even use elemental reactions. And it was honestly, as much as it was fun, it was also a greatest curse because it made me super reliant on Zhongli,
Illusion shattered.
and it also made me super,
Be still.
I don't want to say unskilled, but I definitely couldn't, like, you know, say that I was
There is no escape.
playing to my full potential, let's say.
Escape.
Because when you get used to everything dying so quickly, it just becomes a poison to you that slowly eats you away.
Be still.
Okay, there we go. Finally. Go a little bit overzealous there. Alright, now that's finally done. Let's go collect our rewards. And we can go and finally explore Sumeru. I think we're gonna start from like the very beginning. We're gonna start from the
Astra Abyssal.
forest area. And then slowly move our way towards, you know, greater things. The desert. The scary place. Which I visited before,
Add Astra.
slightly. I didn't explore it like in depth, but I've been there with a bunch of you guys at one point, I remember. And we explored it together. And it was kind of fun, but I also didn't do much in there. So it was interesting. Because as you can see, we opened almost the entire Sumeru, except like this part. Because this was like the new area, which I didn't have the chance to explore. But we didn't collect, I don't think, almost anything. If any chests at all. So, we're gonna start going from like this point and then just move away down and just see how many treasure chests and primo gems we can collect by the end of the stream. So right now we are at 6,276. So my goal would be to collect at least anywhere from 500 to 1,000 primo gems in this stream. If we can do that, I feel like that's a stream well done. If we cannot, that means we've been slacking off and not, you know, going at our full potential. But let's see how much we can get. That will be like our little side goal, if you will. If we can accomplish it, I might do something let me put it this way.
Sure,
Okay.
I've forgotten something.
If I'm gonna give you guys a choice, okay? If I can collect more than, let's say, 1,000 Prima Gems by the end of this stream, I will do a 10 pull on either weapon banner or character banner. And I'll give you the choice of which one. Keep in mind that I have 70 pity on character banner. So if you decide for me to pull on the character banner, I probably will be able to get either Ayaka or Shenhe. Just keep that in mind. And if you decide to pull for me to pull on a weapon banner, I don't have any pity. So I will leave that fate within your hands. As I said,
I'll simply send some.
currently we have 6,276. So if we manage to make this 6 into 7, then, as I said,
Fetch it.
I'm a man of my word,
as I
and I will allow you to decide my fate. Because personally, I don't really want to pull, but I feel like it's no fun to just, explore without a set goal in mind. And if we can achieve that, because like 1,000 Prima Gem is not a small amount.
Cascade.
It will take a lot of effort to do that in about 2 to 3 hours. And if we can do that, as I said, I'm gonna do a temple. And we're gonna do that for till the end of this week. Every single day, we're gonna explore. And if in any of those days, I manage to get 1,000 Prima Gems in one sitting, I'm gonna try my best. I'm not gonna try to sabotage you guys. I'm gonna do a 10 pull every single time of your choosing at the end of the stream. And it's gonna be like our little goal, and also a punishment or a reward, if you will, depending on how you look at it. That's gonna be pretty fun. And let's start our little challenges with a nice, relaxing, trip to Sumeru.
All yours, should you have any use for them.
And I'm gonna make it easier for you guys to win as well. I'm gonna use a interactive map, so it's gonna be easier for me to locate every single chest and every single challenge. So you have absolutely every single opportunity. And if today we're not gonna be able to do that, tomorrow I will get some help, because it's not gonna be fun if I'm just gonna sit here, not be able to complete it at all. I'm gonna get help of some of you guys, and we gotta do it in co-op, and we gotta do that until you win. You're gonna have 5 chances to do so. So there's plenty of chances. Today we might not be able to do that, since I'm not too familiar with Sumeru challenges and overall terrain, so it might be harder for me to do it. So today is going to be more of a
There is no escape.
introductory challenge, if you will, and later on, when we finally get used to it, get our feet wet, if you will, that's when we're gonna begin truly
Off we go.
the challenge. And the reason why I'm doing this is because there's not really anyone I'm looking forward to except Kazuha, but he probably will be pretty far away. And the thing is, I don't have guarantee anyway, so it's not gonna be like I'm missing anything
Let's light it
if I
up.
get Ayaka.
Sharing my knowledge. This may hurt a little.
If anything, it's gonna be a pretty good bonus, because then I can use her together with Ayata
Be still.
and unleash a true sister-brother combo, But yeah, that should be pretty fun. It's gonna be our little game plan for this week.
All yours, should you have
Because
any use.
I really need to start, you know, doing more exploration. Considering the Star Rail is gonna come out in a month, and when Star Rail comes out, chances of me playing Genshin will be less and less. So I would need to, you know, get my game on, if you will, and start to truly explore Genshin. Because as soon as Star Rail comes out, I'm probably gonna just play Star Rail for like a good month or so until I get to satisfactory points. So my Genshin account is gonna suffer for a bit. So I need to like make sure that I'm on top of everything Genshin before I go towards Star Rail. And within this month, we're gonna try our absolute best to catch up with all the story and explore as much as we possibly can of Sumeru. So we are fully prepared for Fontaine whenever that's gonna come out.
Illusion shattered.
Cascade. Mind the deluge.
So yeah, that's what. Oh,
Remove all obstacles.
I got stuck.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
That wasn't fair,
Committed to memory.
and I didn't appreciate that.
Be still.
Oh, I didn't know they give any resources. I thought they were like animals as well. But I guess they give some stuff. That's interesting. The thing is, I haven't fought any enemies of Sumeru, so I don't really know their attack patterns or like what they are all about.
All yours, should you have any
So I'm going into this, I don't want to say fully blind, but I'm definitely not like super aware of what I'm doing, if you will. That's why I say today's gonna be a little bit of a educational stream for me, I guess, because I'm gonna memorize all the enemies and all of the like little mechanics, because so far I only learned about the Zippy Zappy thing, you know, the one where it's identical to Inazuma's. Alright, it shows me there should be Dendroculus somewhere here. I presume it's on one of these mushrooms. So let's climb a little bit higher and try to find where it is. Oh, actually, let's do this. Oh, there we go. It's there. Ooh, but we can't. No, we need to climb it. By the looks of it, doesn't really look like we can cheese it. Which is a little bit annoying, but you know. I probably should use Scaramouche for this, now that I think about it, but I feel like it's not going to be really fair if I use Scaramouche. Because Scaramouche is kind of like a game breaker. Because he pretty much defies all of the... not really rules, but like... he basically allows you to just skip mechanics entirely. Where you don't even need to try. To like... especially with stuff like Dendroculus and the... where? Oh. Who went there? I missed it for a second. I was like, where did it go? But yeah, as I was saying, Scaramouche is like a game breaker. Because he allows you to just pretty much not care about any mechanic of the overworld. So that's a little bit of a cheating, and
Oh, so
that's why
you
I purposely try not to use him as much as possible. But then again, you know, your man right here doesn't really like to play by the rules. I'm a little bit of a rebel. I'm a little bit of a renegade, if you will. I like to, you know, be a little bit of a unorthodox type gamer. Because whenever there's an easy way out, I might as well take it. Now, it says it should be somewhere here a luxury chest. I don't see it, but... Oh, hey there, Liz. I hope you're doing great. Liz, absolutely zero worries. I'm glad you can join us if you are busy. It's perfectly fine. I'm not gonna do anything like super, you know, enthusiastic today anyway. We're just gonna explore a little bit, Sumeru. And, you know, I'm just gonna ramble about a bunch of things. So, it's perfectly fine. Because, you know, on Mondays I'm usually not that energetic, if you will, since, you know, it's Monday after all. So it's gonna be a little bit of a chiller, because if some of you guys, like recurring viewers, you know that the further deep we are within the week, the more energetic Lux becomes. It's like an energy bar, you know? Whenever there's Monday, it's almost fully depleted. But when it comes to weekends, Lux is a little bit of a wild card. You never know what you're gonna get. Okay, I'm kind of confused because it says it should be luxurious chest over here. It says I need to kill a bunch of like enemies, but I don't really see any.
Shine down.
What is this?
This might hurt a little.
Oh, that's kind of fun. I didn't know those things existed. That's kind of interesting. I assume there's treasure at the end. That's why I'm doing this. I really like those little, like, spinning things.
Illusion
They're pretty
shattered.
fun.
be still.
I always feel super bad whenever I kill these guys, because they just, like, they remind me of, like, they remind me of, like, RPG games, you know, whenever there's, like, just wild animals roam around like little bears or, like, tanukis. I always feel bad whenever in any games I need to, like, kill them. Well, I don't really need to, but, you know, I'm a bloodthirsty fiend, so I gotta do what I gotta do sometimes. Now, how are we gonna get that? I know how. You know how I said I'm not gonna use Scaramouche because I feel like it's gonna be cheating? Well, you see, that was an old Lux.
Are you sure it has
That was a naive Lux that thought that he doesn't need to, you know, indulge himself in a cheating ways. But you see, a new Lux is a little bit of a... I don't want to say a liar. But he definitely doesn't abide by what he said a few minutes ago. So, you take that for what you will. I'm just saying, like, sometimes you just gotta, you know, cheat a little bit. And, you know, if Hollywood didn't want me to cheat, they obviously wouldn't ask Scaramouche as a character. But they obviously intended people to use him, and that's what I'm doing. I'm just abiding by Genshin laws and using the characters that I was provided with. Now, if you think that is cheating, you are probably correct.
your
I
turn.
obviously could have used this thing right here. And you know, just zippity zap over there, but I felt like, where's the style in there? We gotta do everything with style, because if there's no style, then what's the point? Okay, let's see. Is there anything else I can steal from here? Doesn't really look like it. So this territory is fine. I kind of feel like, you know, it's a sense of adventure, a sense of wonder, if you will, that persists today for me, because this is something new, for me at least. This is something I know Sumeru has been out for ages at this point, and majority of you guys already explored it back and forth multiple times. But to me, somebody that didn't have,
Shine down.
well, I had a chance to just, you know, I had to do a bunch of other things. It's a nice little, you know, experience. You just go back and, you know, explore a little bit. Because the last time I actually, like, explored something new, I'm pretty sure it was during the Chasm. Like, whenever Chasm came out, that was the first time in a while
Have any use for them.
where I just, you know, sat down and explored something for a good few days. Oh, it was glorious. Oh, hey there, Avid. Emotionally, I mean, have you ever read Berserk? Because let me tell you something. If you have never, and I mean never, cried or like felt like super emotionally depleted from a piece of fiction, whether it's movie, whether it's manga, anime, anything, I urge you, no, let me rephrase that. I suggest to you, because I wouldn't urge anyone to read Berserk, because it's not for everyone. But if you are looking for something that to emotionally like move you,
Cascade.
let's say, I urge you to read Berserk, because Berserk gonna change you not just on emotional level. It's gonna make you rethink certain things, and it's an absolute shame that it's not gonna get finished, because unfortunately the creator passed away, I think like a year ago or so, and it was a tragedy, obviously. Not just because Berserk is not gonna get finished, but because the man was a super talented artist, and he definitely, you know, deserved to be able to finish his masterpiece. But as besides the point, the main thing
Sure,
is,
I've forgotten something.
I would still suggest
Worry, I'll simply send someone to fetch
you
it.
to at least try Berserk
As soon as I remember what
and
it
just
was.
experience what I experienced the first time I read it. Because I read it in a very turbulent time in my life, let's say. I read it at a time when I wasn't... I want to say I wasn't 100% mentally well. I wouldn't say I was unwell, but like, it definitely made me think about certain stuff in a way that I never have before. So yeah, I would say Berserk definitely did that to me, Avid.
Illusion shattered.
If we don't take Berserk into account, I don't think... Well, no, actually that's not true. I felt emotionally invested in Code Geass as well, and Death Note. those were probably the 3 titles that like made me feel things. Because like Kira as a character, I just felt personally like I felt a personal connection, let me put it this way. Because I definitely felt like Kira before. And I definitely felt like, you know, the world was pretty sucky place at certain points when I was a kid. And Death Note just made me think about what I would do in Kira's place. Because I felt super related to him at a time of my life when I was like, you know, a high school student myself, and I was not, you know, the most mentally stable person ever at that time, because I had a lot of things going on and I was feeling certain ways, you know. And yeah, I watched a lot of anime at that time, which made me, you know, rethink my way of approaching certain things. Like, that's when I watched Evangelion, that's when I watched a lot of other, like, I wouldn't say deep shows, but like definitely shows that make you consider your life from a different perspective.
Everything's in place and they've taken
What would the manhwa be?
Yes.
Ever? Because
Now
with
to start
manhwa,
reeling them in.
I don't think I have experienced it with no. Well, I wouldn't say I experienced emotional roller coaster, but like, I definitely felt something when I read Illicit. Like, if we're talking just only manhwa, I'd say Illicit was probably the one that did it for me. Because, like, I felt with Illicit, like, the main character just resonated with me personally on such a deep emotional level that, like, I think I read Illicit when I was 18, 17, like somewhere around that ballpark, and like I just can't express how it made me feel emotionally, because Jinwoo is probably the best character, like the best protagonist that was written for me personally, because I feel like he was a character that just was human, you know? He was just written in such a perfect way that, like, there was absolutely nothing to hate about him. He was just human, you know? He was just like every single one of us. He had flaws. He definitely was not perfect. He definitely had, you know, his moments of weakness. But, like, you couldn't really hate him for that. If anything, you, like, were sympathizing with him and trying to, you know, make sure that he was okay. And the same thing I felt with a bunch of other characters. And it was just like, just a very special experience to me. Oh, hey there, Ramsey. Hopefully you're doing great. Oh, I was talking about Illicit. I'm not sure if you ever read that. You know the character that is on my banner and on my profile picture? There's Kaiden. And he's from a manhwa called Illicit. And the reason why I'm using him is because he's my favorite character of said series. And I was just talking about, like, Avid asked me if I ever felt anything, like, on emotional level from reading, like, manhwa or manga. And I said that I felt it from, like, Berserk, Code Geass, and Death Note. But, like, when we talk about manhwa, because since those are mangas, from manhwas only, I'd say Illicit. It was the one. If you guys, like, never read Illicit, I urge you, like, if there was one recommendation I could give you, please, please, please read Illicit. I swear, it will be one of the greatest pieces of fiction you will ever read. Because you will get emotionally attached to every single character. And I'm not joking. You will feel some emotions to every single character in this manhwa. It was the first time for me where even characters that like probably show up in a single chapter and you're never gonna see them again, somehow the author still made you feel something about them. And it's very rare, because majority of things that you read, they don't make you feel anything about side characters. They're just there to like either progress the story, make you like just, you know, make them feel as if... Oh, I can't drop there. Make them feel as if they're there just to boost the main characters and give them some sort of more depth. But it's very rare to find actual titles and shows, movies, whatever, where the side characters actually goddamn matter. And they know they're just for decoration. So yeah, if you guys looking for like a very good time, because like I'm pretty sure Illicit has like more than 200 chapters now, so it's like long, but it's gonna give you the best time you can possibly ask for from a manhwa, because it has absolutely everything you can possibly hope for. Oheza Sano, hopefully you're doing great. But as I was saying, it has absolutely everything you could ever ask for. It has cool characters. It has awesome fights, the story of the charts, the art, amazing, and like, it has both like super cool female characters and super cool male characters. The villains are awesome, the story building, like the entire world, is super engaging and super like, unique. Like, the premise itself is not the most unique thing in the world, but like the way the author portrays it. So like, just to give you a little overview, okay? Just to sell you a little bit on manhwa. So, the entire manhwa begins with one of the main characters getting mortally wounded. The said character is known as one of the strongest awakens within this world. And he gets mortally wounded because he challenged some other like top strongest people, and then ganged up on him and basically almost killed him. And in order to survive, one of the main characters, he has no choice but to try and survive by putting his conscience inside of a cat. I know the premise is pretty dumb, but like it gets better from there. So he puts himself into a cat, but not any cat. Not any cat. If you look at the top, bottom right corner of the stream, you will see that the little watermark, right? The one where you can subscribe to my channel. It's what Kaiden looks like in his cat form. So this character that is on my profile picture, there what he looks like in his cat form, there who transforms into a cat. And he does that, and he's still mortally wounded and everything, so he can't do anything. And you know, he was just praying that somebody would rescue him, and somebody rescues him. And who is that? None other than the main character himself. And the main character himself is getting portrayed as just, you know, ordinary kid who awakens his special powers. And he lives in his own little world where he doesn't realize that other people that awakens said special powers. So he thinks that he's the only person in the world that has this. And he basically lives in fear of it getting exposed and everybody thinking of him as a freak, you know? So he's mortally scared of using his powers. And he uses his powers to save a girl at one point in like a first chapter.
Adventure time.
And he like gets so scared to the point where he almost has a mental breakdown. And he just runs away home, like almost in tears, after saving a girl. Which you should think that it's a good thing, right? People should think of him as a hero, but he doesn't think of himself that way. He thinks it's a curse, and he wants to, you know, just live as a regular, normal person. And he like goes on about his day. He goes on about his day, like tries his absolute best to, you know, just be a normal person. And on this night where Kaiden transforms into a cat, he goes outside and finds him and brings him home, treats him and everything. And from that point on, it's like an entire world just unravels before the main character, where he realizes that he's not the only one special. And like, it's such a huge sigh of relief for him that he just starts crying out of nowhere. And Kaiden like makes him his disciple and starts teaching him how to control his powers, which I'm not gonna spoil what it is in case you guys want to read it, but it's a pretty cool one. And Kaiden basically teaches him a bunch of like special techniques, and he gives him one of the best gifts that he was chased down for, which is his own ability. He basically gives it away, not like entirely, he still has it, but he gives it to Jinwoo, who is the main character.
Off we go.
And because of that, Jinwoo just becomes disgustingly strong. And it's like the entire story of him going around, you know, meeting a bunch of really cool characters.
Off we go.
And like, you know, just living his life both as a regular human and also as an awakened. And I'm not gonna spoil like majority of the story for you guys, because I really want you to read it for yourself and like experience it. I hope that what I told you is sold you enough, because that was like the most basic way I could describe what the story is about without spoiling too much. Because it's honestly, I'd say one of the best manhwas you'll ever read. And I'm not just exaggerating. Like, I really urge you to read it. It's gonna be a life-changing experience for you. Or at least it was for me. I don't want to oversell like it's gonna, you know, open your third eye and make it all clear in the end. But I definitely feel like it's gonna be no time wasted for you at the very least. Now, I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. And why is this grayed out? Is it like a day type thing? Is it like unlocks in the morning? No. No. Jinwoo. That's not solo leveling. Is it? Is the main character of solo leveling Jinwoo as well? I swear, if it is. Sung Jinwoo, it is. I honestly forgot that. I don't know if that's a coincidence. It's spelled differently though, Saivik. So, the solo leveling character is spelled Jinwoo, but the listed main character, you don't have N, so it's Jinwoo. I know it's confusing, but that's basically the difference. I probably just pronounced it wrong. But yeah, you are correct. I forgot the solo leveling main character is Jinwoo as well. I honestly just completely erased it from my mind. That is interesting. maybe it's the same author. I honestly don't know if the authors are the same. I don't think so.
There is no escape.
But like,
Light it up.
speaking of solo leveling, I don't know about you guys, but like my first manga or manhwa,
Ow.
I'm stuck.
Oh.
I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. God damn it. It's hard to hate you, but it's even harder to love you. Little bison friend.
Mortal plane of fleeting journey.
But yeah, as I was saying, my first ever manhwa was actually solo leveling.
Be still.
So solo leveling has a special place in my heart, and I can't believe I forgot the name of the main character. But that's kind of the problem with me and like names. Like, I have a very hard time. I'm sure I'm not the only one. I can't be the only one. I have a very hard time to memorize. I know it probably says a lot about me, but I have a very hard time memorizing characters' names, especially if they are not in English. It might show my ignorance, and I fully accept it, but I just, like, my brain just refuses to remember stuff like that. And I wish it wasn't that way, but I literally, like, I can probably remember even 5 names of main characters from manhwas. Simply because my brain just is very bad at remembering names. Even in real life, I like struggle sometimes to remember certain people's names. I swear, one time, it probably shows me from a bad perspective, but it was real. So one time, I went to visit one of my good friends, right? And he showed up with his girlfriend, right? Who I knew who she was. I knew her. But for the love of me, I couldn't remember her name. Because I didn't see her for like good 2 years or so. And I remember rocking up to my friend. And I was like so scared to ask him what her name was. So I spent the entire evening trying my best to figure out what her name was, because I was hoping that my friend would just mention it at some point. You know, just address her in a certain way. Say her name. But to my dismay, he never actually mentioned her name. So I spent good 3 to 4 hours just sitting there with them, like having a meal and, you know, talking about things, without ever remembering her name. And the time that I actually learned her name was when I was leaving, right? And I think I forgot something. And my friend was like, oh, by the way, he called me on my phone, like, and he was like, Liz found your phone. Not phone, the goddamn bag. Like, I left my backpack. And he called me saying that, Liz, by the way, found your phone. And I was like, I don't want to say who's Liz, because in my mind, I was like, that's her name. That's his name. And I was like, okay, now I know it. And I just went back, and I remember I was like, with a shitting grin, I said, thank you, Liz. I forgot it. Thank you very much for finding my bag. And you know what? My friend never knew that I actually didn't know his girlfriend's name to this day. So yeah, that's the kind of friend I am, you know? And I swear, it's not on purpose. My brain just is very weird. I cannot explain it, but like, I forget sometimes the weirdest things pause and heal me. Oh, there's a bit of delay. That was kind of weird. Sabe, come on. Don't do me like that. Listen, I know, like, look, I have ADHD, right? So, for certain things, my memory is like crystal clear. Like, when it comes to like music, when it comes to games, when it comes to like random trivia, right? You can ask me anything, and if I learned it once, I'll probably be able to like tell you exactly what it is, right? But there's a big but. Whenever there's something important, like another thing that I'm exceptionally terrible at is remembering other people's birthday. So, another story for you.
Momentary distraction.
One time, I found out my best friend's. It's gonna make me look like such a dick. I forgot my best friend's birthday one time. But before you judge me, before you say, Lux, how could you do that to your best friend? It's in the name. Best friends. You're supposed to know everything about each other and care about each other. And I hear you, and I do agree. But let me explain. Let me give you a little bit of a backstory. So, it happened in the middle of the summer. I was on a vacation prior to said day. And I came back tired as hell in the middle of the night. And I remember it distinctly. I came back home at like 4 a.m. and I went straight to bed. And I remember distinctly looking at my phone and remembering that there was something on this day that I don't recall. And like, I remember going to bed and just thinking, there's something important that I should have remembered to do. But I was so goddamn tired that my brain just refused to function. So I just fell asleep. I remember waking up at like 10 a.m. or something. And like the feeling that I still forgot something was lingering inside my mind. I was like, there is something important that I'm forgetting. I swear there was something. And I went about my day, you know, having breakfast, you know, brushing my teeth, taking a shower, you know, all the good stuff.
Cascade.
And I remember getting a phone call. Not from my friend, luckily. Not from my friend. From our mutual friend, who was kind enough to call me and ask if I had any, like, allergies. Because she was the one that was hosting, like, a dinner party for my friend. And she was like, I'm gonna make sure that everybody can just eat what I prepare properly and nobody has, like, allergic reaction.
Be still.
And she called me and asked, oh, by the way, do you have any allergies that I should know of? Because I'm gonna make some, like, I think she was making salmon Wellington or something. And she was like, do you have any shellfish allergies? And I was confused. I was honestly like, why would you ask me that? I didn't say that, but I was like, no, I don't. I'm fine. And she was like, oh, Grace. So the dinner party will be at 7 o'clock. I'll see you there. And at that moment, something in my mind was like, dinner party? I don't remember getting invited to any dinner parties. Was I supposed to go somewhere today? And like, I remember after that phone call, I sat on my bed and I was like, literally for a good 20 minutes,
All yours.
I was just thinking
Have any use for them?
what that could be. Because I didn't want to call back and be like, I know you say you're gonna be waiting for me, but could you tell me what it was all about? Because my memory is as good as is as good as a goldfish. So I clearly can't remember a goddamn thing. Could you please remind me? I didn't want to say that, okay? So I was like brainstorming. I was literally like entering the mind palace of sorts, opening my third eye and like searching deep within my psyche what it was all about. And I remember I literally had like a light bulb moment. I was like, there's somebody's birthday today. It has to be. So what I did, I looked at my calendar, and usually I had like all the important dates written down. And I remember looking at it, and it's like in big, like bold red letters. It's Edward's birthday today. And I was like, well, I'm fucked, am I? Because it was, I think it was 1 p.m., right? Dinner party was at 7. I didn't have anything prepared. I didn't know if I needed to bring anything. I didn't have even an outfit to go with because all of my stuff was still in suitcases and I literally had nothing to wear. So what I did is I literally went to a store to get like a nice shirt and a pair of like pants to go for like dinner party, you know, just to look presentable. Then I ran to like a closest, I think I got him like, I can't remember, I think I got him a watch or something, just because absolutely everything was closed because it was Sunday, and usually the stores just for some reason didn't work that day. I don't remember why, but I think it was like a celebration of some kind or whatever. And I remember running across the city because I was like considering in my mind, if I order something online, will it arrive? No, there's no way it will arrive in 5 hours. So I was like, what can I get him? Can I get him a gift card? No, it's not gonna show that I care. Can I get him an outfit? I don't remember his size. So I was like just going through all my possible ideas and just like panicking on the inside. And then I saw from the corner of my eye like a jewelry store, and I was like, screw it, I'm just gonna go and get him something there. So I went in and out. I distinctly remember the look on the lady's eyes that was like tending to the store, because she might have thought that I probably just escaped from a mental asylum or something, because I don't remember how it looked, but I do remember her face, and she was totally horrified. Because what I said as soon as I walked in, I was like, do you have any watches that can give as a gift to a guy in his early 20s? And I probably looked like I was goddamn insane. Luckily, the lady was super nice to me, and she was like, yes, we do have some nice... Sorry about that. I think my connection just decided to peace out. Terribly sorry about that one. I don't even know why it happened. My connection is fine. It's in a green. But I think we are back. I think we are fine. At least I hope. I'll give you guys a few minutes just to catch up, because I don't know if we are back fully. We should be back, but Sorry about that, not sure what that was all about. I swear, my Wi-Fi sometimes just decides to act on its own. Ooh. But I think we are back, guys. Just let me know if there's any more breakups. Because I don't really know why it would happen. My Wi-Fi should be stable completely, but I guess my story was just so goddamn bad that my Wi-Fi provider just decided, no, you're not gonna finish that story today. I'm gonna make sure that you don't tell it to the world and embarrass yourself, Lux. Because that's gonna be too embarrassing even for you to handle. But you know what? Ain't nothing gonna stop me from telling it. I'm just gonna give you guys a little bit of a moment to catch up, and I'll continue. Just to make sure that we don't break up again. I was like in the middle of it as well. Okay, it's time to unleash my ultimate weapon of absolute mass destruction and absolute tomfoolery. Come on, Skirmish. What was that?
Behold.
There we go, that's much better.
Squall and fury.
We're gonna get this Dendroculus if it's the last thing I do. But I think we're fully back, guys. I gave it a few minutes just in case the stream is gonna decide to break up again. But as I was saying, before we were rudely interrupted by the mighty internet overloads.
Squall and fury.
So, I was in a jewelry store, right? My eyes mad. The look on my face probably even worse. The lady terrified. Just a little bit of a catch up for you there. And I remember, she was so nice to me that she was willing to like walk me through the entire selection they had and explain to me the difference between them. Because if there's one thing you probably don't know about me, is that when it comes to any sort of finery, the good old Lux is as experienced as a bag of rocks, okay? If you showed me, let's say, 3 different rings, right? And you would ask me to explain the difference between them. Unless they're a different color, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't even be able to tell you what kind of gemstone inside of them would be. That's the kind of, you know, expertise we are working with here. So, I'm pretty sure the lady just saw the look of panic on my face as soon as she started like explaining different materials and like what's it made of and the different alloy composition. I was like, I just want to watch, please. I literally have zero clue what you're telling me right now. And she probably picked it up on it pretty quickly. And she was like, okay, how about this? Just tell me what your friend characteristics are and what he usually does for like a living and where he usually goes. And I told her all of that stuff. She was like, okay, based on that, how about this? Pick this. It's a nice watch. He can wear it, you know, to work. He can wear it to a nice dinner. It's business casual. It doesn't need to be super formal by the sounds of it. It will be a nice gesture. He will definitely appreciate it. And I was like, thank you. Because I'm pretty sure if the lady didn't say that, I would pick probably the worst gift possible, knowing my luck that day. And I was like, I paid for it. I asked her to like package it nicely. And I remember running off the store. I looked at the time, it was 4 o'clock. I literally had 3 hours. I had 3 hours to do everything. So I had to go home, take another shower because I was sweating. I was like looking like I literally escaped some sort of mental facility. So I ran back home
Everything's in place.
because I didn't have a car back then. I was like, I think
Now to start reeling them in.
I was 18 at the time, so I didn't get my license yet. I think I got it like that year, but it was before then. And I remember running back home, absolutely drenched in sweat, like tearing my clothes off and just jumping into a shower. And I remember I stayed in the shower for good 20 minutes, just like letting water run over me and just thinking, how did I get here? What did I do to deserve this? And after that, after a little moment of self-realization, if you will, I finally composed myself and decided, you know what? It's time. Oh, hey there, Doc. I'm just telling a little story of how good of a friend I am. If you wanna learn about beginning, just roll back a little bit later and you'll understand what I'm talking about. But basically the gist of it, I forgot my friend's birthday and I'm just telling about how it went and how I remember it. But after the said realization shower,
This might hurt a little.
I, went out. I sat on my bed and I was like, okay, it's 5 o'clock. I have 2 hours. It's going to take me about an hour to get there. I still have an hour to prepare. I'm looking good. So I started to dress up. I started to, get everything in order. I was like, okay, I got the gift. I'm looking fine. But then I was like, I was not sure if I was supposed to bring anything at all. Because, sometimes at dinner parties, you are supposed to bring something. So I wasn't 100% sure if anyone asked me to do something. So because I didn't want to look like an idiot in case I was supposed to do something and I just completely forgot about it, I went to like a store on the way there and I was like, what can I get to like make me look like I actually care and not just forgot what I needed to do in case I needed to do something? And what would be like a good excuse in case I needed to bring something and I didn't? So I bought just like, I think I bought a cake and a bottle of champagne. Because I was like, well, if I needed to bring something, at least I'm not going to go empty-handed. Which would be probably the worst thing possible, considering I would be, the guy that everybody would probably expect to be on top of his game, to like congratulate my best friend and everything. But yeah, I went there. I was like, mentally, I was panicking. Inside, absolute shattered, man. On the outside, I was cool as a cucumber. Because luckily, I was able to calm down on the way there. I was like, fully prepared. During that party, I'm pretty sure I didn't even talk. Like, I remember I probably said like maybe
But a moment
just greetings. And I just sat there like contemplating my existence, because during the entire party, the only thought inside my brain was, did I mess up? Did I do something wrong? Was I a bad friend? Because like, nobody would obviously tell you if you like messed up, because everybody would just like, pretend like everything's okay. But I knew inside my brain that like, chances are they're judging me. chances are I messed up and I did something wrong. And they're gonna remember it for the rest of their life. And I was like deathly terrified that my friend would like call me after party and be like, what the hell did you do? Luckily, I managed to avoid it. Luckily, luck. On that day, I won my first 50-50 of my life, okay? That was a real life 50-50, and I sweeped it clean, okay? The Chi-Chi of real life didn't get her grasp on me. She finally let me free. And that was a cautionary tale that I wanted to tell you all. Because there's a story that taught me to put absolutely every single, even semi-important date on a calendar. Because I'm pretty sure before then, I didn't used to keep calendars. But after that absolute roller coaster of both emotions and just overall, you know, adventure that I went through, I was like, never again. Never again. I don't want to experience that ever. So now every single time I have like a reminder to my reminder. So a day before every single like important event now, I make sure to put a note on my phone telling me like, tomorrow you need to do this because next day is this. So I always, you know exactly what I need to do. So yeah, I thought I'll tell you that since we were on the topic of, forgetfulness. And good old Lux over here is definitely, I don't want to say known to be a forgetful kind, because I don't want to make it sound like I forget absolutely everything and like I'm a big scatterbrain. Although if you do say that, I probably wouldn't be able to disagree with you. But to my defense, I'm trying my best to change, okay? So don't judge me too harshly. Because you can't blame a man for trying. I would understand if I was like, not even trying, but it's hard. Dates are hard, and so is paying attention sometimes. To that point, let me tell you another story of how good old Lux forgot his own birthday. So you know how I said I'm really bad at dates, right? Well, I'm so bad at dates, in fact, the one time, so my birthday is 16th of July, right? I remember waking up on 16th of July thinking that it was 15th. Not because like my phone was wrong, but like in my mind, I was like, I remember waking up, I was like, okay, today's 15th, my birthday is tomorrow, so I don't need to do anything, that's fine. Because I think it was like Saturday, and I, for some reason, always remembered that my birthday is on Saturdays. But for whatever reason, I think it was because it was like a leap year, so it was day more, day less, I don't remember. So it moved to Sunday, right? And I'm a creature of habit. And if I remember something, I like refuse to change it until I need to. So I remember waking up, just getting on my day. And since at that point I was like already living alone, there was nobody to like remind me or whatever. Until I remember going about my day, like same stuff as usual. Until I got a phone call from my parents who were like, oh, happy birthday, Lux. Happy, I think it was like my 19th birthday or something. And they're like, wish you luck, hope you're doing well, stuff like that. I was like, what day is today?
Shine down.
And I remember looking at the calendar and just being like, why do I do that? Because I don't know about you guys, but whenever
There is no escape.
there's somebody's birthday, right? In my circle of friends, the tradition is you are supposed to, like, you know,
Shine down.
make all the preparation and like invite everybody to dinner party and everything. And I was like, I didn't do any of that. I remember calling my friends and was like, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought today was 15th. I didn't remember at all that today was my birthday. So how about this? How about we all just, you know, just get together, go for dinner, I'll pay for everything, and we'll just call it a day of that. How does that sound? And my friends were like, well, you know what? I wouldn't expect anything less of you, Lux, honestly.
This may hurt a little.
I remember one of my friends, as a joke, brought me a calendar as a gift that day. He was like, Lux, look, I know you struggle with dates. How about this? I brought you something that will help you to never forget what day it is ever again. And he like gave me a calendar. And what he did, which I thought was kind of cool,
There is no escape.
he basically marked, he basically made like handmade Avid calendar, and he put, I think he put like $20 on every single date. There was like somebody's birthday that he knew I needed to remember, or was like important dates. I think he even marked like Christmas and everything. And he like put money on every single date and was like, wrote like little messages on them. Remember, this is an important date. And on one hand, I was offended. I was like, look, I'm not 5. I know how to count, okay? I know the dates. But on the other hand, I was like, okay, you clearly put some effort into this. You clearly did it not just to mess with me. So on one hand, I was like, okay, this fair enough. It's kind of cool. But on the other hand, I remember I was like, what the hell is this? How dare you assume that I'm a child? Unbelievable. But yeah, my friends, special kind of people. They do some interesting things for me. But yeah, that's basically a story to you
Illusion shattered.
about how the good old Lux sometimes forgets even the most basic of things. Not because he wants to, but because unfortunately the good old Lux is a bit of a scatterbrain.
Shine down.
And yeah, I mean, I go better at it nowadays because, you know, I go a little bit older, a little bit wiser, a little bit more, you know, prepared, if you will. But when I was younger, I was definitely,
There is no escape.
how should I say it? A bit dumb, I guess, would be the best way of putting it. But as I said, the Lux now is a sage, okay? Smart as a sage. But it was not always that way.
Shine down. Insolent.
But yeah, I thought I will tell you a few tales since we were kind of on the topic. So I thought I'll share some embarrassing stories of myself that definitely, you know, I probably shouldn't have told you. But I felt like, you know, I can trust you with that one. And I know that some of you may judge me, you know. But it is what it is, you know. Sometimes, you know, you gotta share a few embarrassing stories about yourself. It's just how life is. You can't always, you know, hide them. Because, you know, the less secrets you have, the less weaknesses you have. And the girl Lux definitely has many. If those stories are anything to go by. I guess I need to do this? No? Oh, that would be like the way to open it? Is that not the case? How do I go about it then? Is this like a way here? It is. I missed it.
Cascade.
But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the little story time with Lux today. You know, if I feel like it, I might tell you more in the future. Because I definitely have more. And some of them are even worse, if you can believe that. What do I need to do again?
There is no escape.
Committed to memory.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Do I need to like do this?
Shattered.
Or does it do it by itself?
This may turn
I'm also kind of lost on this part because I've never done it before. It's kind of new to me.
Following order.
Alright, so I just need to stand there. That is fine. Standing is what I'm good at. You know, the girl Lux might not have the most talents out there, but standing, I definitely can do that.
Shine down.
committed to memory.
I mean, it requires a lot of effort, but you know, I'm definitely prepared.
We'll meet again.
Okay. Looking good.
Time to go to work. Mind the deluge.
The Temple of Wisdom.
I'm going in.
Now you're testing my patience.
It's pretty interesting enemies, though. It's the first time I fought these Eremites? I forgot their names.
Cascade.
Oh yeah, they are pretty cool enemies.
You want this one?
Much more interesting to fight, at least. Rather than just, you know, hillachos all this while. And all we get is an exquisite chest after doing all of that.
Very nice.
Really. That was not worth it. Like, even in the slightest. But you know what? I guess we did it. So there's something to be proud of. Ooh, those guys are silly. See where it leads us? To a wonderful place of absolute wonders. Ooh. I'm kind of surprised the sillies in Sumeru are not like different. Because I was fully expecting them to be green. Not sure why, but I felt like that would have been part for the course. But maybe it was just, you know, my assumptions. Alright, you want to fight? If the fight is what you want, it's a fight you shall get. A little slime friends.
still.
Okay. Just a little one left. Let's see. I still don't particularly understand. Like, was I explained ever? No. I don't really get what these guys do. Like, are you supposed to, like... do something about them? Because I thought the exact same one...
Shine down.
It's a bit of a weird one. I remember you guys showing me how all these things work before, but I just forgot completely. It's been a while. No worries, dog. Thanks for that one. I mean, I like telling you story, guys. You know, every now and again, I feel like, you know, we can bond better through my embarrassing stories. That definitely, you know, don't showcase me from the most, how should I say it, positive light, I guess. So I'm glad that it can bring you at least some joy, you know? Because that's what I'm telling them for, you know? Because if you can laugh at them, because I definitely can laugh at myself, I'm not one of those people that, you know, super self-conscious about stuff like that, because if anything, it's just a great story to tell now. That's how I see it. Because how else are you gonna grow if not through an absolute embarrassment to yourself and to others that you make out of yourself? Because that's what we call a little character development right there. Because if you don't embarrass yourself ever, then you never know how to develop yourself and grow.
Commit to memory.
There is no escape.
Be still.
How do I destroy these things?
Hey.
Let's light it up.
I see everything.
Shine down. Let's light it up.
It's interesting.
Everybody stand.
Alright, let's get some heal back. Right, so these two are done, but then
Let's make her a little.
Cascade.
how do I... Oh, I guess I need to use Pyro. I guess it does make sense to, you know, burn them.
Let's light it up. Adventure time. Adventure time. Illusion shot.
Sharing my knowledge. Committed to memory.
I like that they made a new type of
Be still.
ruin guards. Because I was getting sick and tired of fighting the old ones. With these spinning arms and, you know, rockets shooting out of their chest.
Let's light it up.
It was definitely not the greatest time possible.
Teamwork is strength.
The depths back.
But this is nice, you know? I can deal with this. Ooh. He is a little bit of a chunky boy, though. Which is a bit annoying, but you know. This is better than getting blasted all the way from Monster to Leeway by one of the Rune Guard's spinning attacks. Because that was definitely not a fun time. I remember the first time I went to like the little island. You know, the one where you fight like 6 Rune Guards at the same time? And the first time I went there, I was mortified because I definitely don't like the idea of fighting so many Rune Guards at the same time. If anything, it makes me horrified.
Better than I imagined. It's my lucky.
Okay, we did this one. Now there should be some more at the top. So that should be interesting. Let's see how many more wonderful treasures we can find along the way today. I think there should be some timed. Oh, what's this? Can I collect it?
Everyone hold hands.
Is it like...
There is no escape.
I'm not sure what that is. Can't really do any. No? Nothing? Okay. I guess. Ah. Never mind. I know what I was doing wrong. I need one of these. That's my bad. You know, learning experience.
Illusion shattered.
And now what am I gonna do? Oh, I see. I need to do it for all of them. Ah, okay. I got it. Sorry, that was a little bit of a blunder on my part, but let's do it in a different way, though. This.
Behold!
We're gonna do it with our boy. Is this not working? Or do I need to do it with...
I see everything.
Is it not the case? I guess I need Kali for this. I thought I could use Nahida, but I presume you need Kali, since she's an archer.
Forest Ranger.
Okay. Where's... Interesting. Yeah, there we go. You see what I mean when I said Lux is not the smartest bunch out there? Yeah, okay, there we go. All of that for a common chest.
You even want this?
That wasn't even worth it. I did all of that for a goddamn common chest. But you know what? I guess we got a treasure after that. Hard effort gets paid in full. And ours definitely didn't. Alright, let's see if there's anything else. In here. Any wonderful wonders? I definitely can see a chest right there. Was one of those little Drakey things. Let's see where you go.
There is no escape. I'm going in.
Cascade.
This one is actually much easier than the previous one, not sure why.
Shine down.
Maybe the previous was a little bit enhanced, considering it was like part of the puzzle and everything, and this one just got in common chest.
All yours, should you have any use for them.
Okay, we collected that. Ooh. Some good stuff over there. Let's go collect some more. Okay, collected this. Some more material hunting. I probably should use
Everyone
this more, because I keep forgetting that Nahida can actually collect stuff in a much easier way.
Illusion shot.
Be still.
Than what I can do, you know, with my little tiny hands.
committed to memory.
Everybody stand.
So why work harder when you can work smarter, you know?
Cascade.
It's the first time I saw a whooper flower in Sumeru. I thought it didn't exist here. It's nice to explore Sumeru. I mean, I'm having quite a bit of fun. You know, exploring new mechanics. Feeling absolutely dumb sometimes about them, but you know.
Escape.
It's part of the charm.
I see everything.
Alright, let's see where you lead us, Celia Wonders. Will it be a treasure? Or will it be a goddamn trap yet again? I still severely believe the Celias are not here to actually guide us to treasures. They're here to get rid of us by going through camps of enemies every single time.
Illusion shot.
They're just trying to get a free ride out of us, you know? And they don't want to share their treasures. Those greedy little blue.
Hey,
Souls of God knows who. Wait, what was that? Wait. Wait. What is this? Am I supposed to do something? I'm confused. What is this? And why is the silly disappeared? Was there explanation for that? Okay. That is interesting.
Shine down. Let's light it up.
I don't really know where this little silly went. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what this little heal is all about. I assume it's part of certain quest that I just haven't unlocked yet. So I'm gonna leave it for now.
Adventure time.
Because I don't want to waste too much of you guys' time on it. I'll just mark it so I kind of remember where it was in case I forget.
Let's end this now.
Illusion shattered.
But yeah, that was definitely strange. Because usually they explain to you those kinds of mechanics as soon as you get to them.
Mind the deluge. Now you're testing my patience.
This may hurt a little.
But I do appreciate Genshin, you know, thinking them smart enough to figure it out by myself. Which is, you know,
Let's light it up.
a bit of a high praise for someone like me. Because I definitely need all the guidance I can
Illusion
get.
shattered.
Meet again.
Ooh. Okay. Let's take a tiny breather. You know, don't want to get too excited. Let's just, you know, take in the atmosphere, you know, of the Sumeru. Just breathe the wonderful scent of adventure and all the wonderful treasures that await us when there's this wonderful world. Alright, there's enough of a rest. Now, let's continue. Let's see, where's the next treasure would be? I think we should probably go north, I'd say. I think this would be probably the best place to go for now. We kind of didn't go, you know, in any particular route. We're just exploring very chaotically, if you will. Just going to, you know, random places. Oh, also, I think we should probably farm a little bit of artifacts. Because I definitely have quite a few resins. So I think in about 5 minutes or so, we're probably gonna go and farm some pieces for Raiden. Because definitely need some upgraded stuff for her. If we can get any. But knowing my luck, we're probably just gonna waste 200 resin. And have absolutely nothing to show for it. But you know what? It is what it is. Okay, so what is this? I need to... Okay, so this is just torches. That's fine, I think. Yeah, if you want, Ren, I can definitely do that for you. Only if you are on EU server, though. Because I am. So, if you are not, I unfortunately cannot do that. It's with it. I don't think I can do it now. That's a shame.
Let's light it up.
Hey,
But yeah, if you want me to, you know, look your account, feel free to, you know, add me, and I definitely can do that for you. But full disclaimer, I'm not the most knowledgeable person out there when it comes to Genshin. But I do have an experience of playing for about 2 years, so
Let's light it up.
if you are looking for just general advice and not something like super specific,
Adventure time.
I probably would be able to help you. However, if you are looking for something super specific, probably better to look online. As I said, I'll be more than happy to help though.
Yeah.
I still don't particularly understand
There is no escape.
how to deal with this.
commit it to memory.
Do I need to use... I think I have an idea. I want to test something. Considering Genshin is not going to explain to me how to do this, I might as well,
Everything's
you know,
ready. Let's
experiment a little bit. And try to do something new. No? I thought that would be the most logical thing to do.
Shine down.
It did say something about Electro. So maybe if I use like Lisa, maybe that will work. Although I doubt it,
I'll keep an eye on you.
but Ooh. I think I needed that little guy and I burned him by mistake. Oh, never mind. I revived him. I see. Okay. So, Lux discovered a thing.
Off we go.
Lux unleashed his absolute massive brain and finally, you know, managed to realize what he was doing wrong. Now, we just need to wait for the little guy to, you know, pass this round right here. We can claim our bountiful bounty of absolute wonders. But I like how Genshin doesn't even bother explaining now on how this thing works. They're just like, you know, figure it out. You're smart enough.
Let's light
You
it
know
up.
how this works. But unfortunately, Genshin failed to realize that
Now that's what I call
there are players like me that need a little bit of a guidance. Otherwise, you know, it's just not gonna work. Because unfortunately, some people like me are, you know, a little bit of a lost cause, if you will. when it comes to puzzles. Because I still dread, I don't know if you remember, guys, when it was Lantern, right? I remember doing those little puppet show puzzles. And to my credit, I was kind of ill at the time, so I wasn't like in the right state of mind.
What is the
But
situation?
excuses aside, I think I spent like 2 hours trying to figure out those puzzles. And in the end, I'm pretty sure I just gave up and just used the little cheaty thing, you know? The thing that basically makes it easy for you. So I use hints. So I basically gave up. To put it not very nicely. But I didn't give up because I couldn't do it. I gave up because I didn't know how to do it. Which is a big difference. Because just giving up without even trying is, you know, a cowardly way out. But giving up after trying about 100 times is a smart man's, you know, endeavor. And I definitely know smart because I continued doing it until I did it. Because I was struggling even with hints. I was like fully couldn't understand what I was doing. But in the end, I still managed to complete it.
Illusion shattered.
And that what truly matters. Because at the end of the day, perseverance and, you know, determination is what makes us who we are. And without them, there wouldn't be no Lux, you know? I thought there would be something here, but I guess... actually, it shows as, like, Dracula somewhere here. But I can't really see it. Is it underneath me? Ah, yeah, it is underneath me. Okay, that's fine. We'll get it at some point later. I think I saw some... Oh, yeah. There we go. I saw some time event. So let's do that. There we go. Okay, let's see what this challenge is all about. Okay. Nothing too bad so far. He says he's about probably to fail. Oh, I guess no.
All yours.
Alright, that
Should
was
you
pretty
have
fun.
news for them.
I did enjoy myself there. Now, let's see where we are. So, we're about below the ridge. So, there should be some chests right here. Let's see if we can find them. Oh, there we go.
Make yourselves a
I kind of feel bad of intruding on the home of these people and just, you know, like stealing their possessions. Because they're just sitting there, you know, like playing songs, not bothering anyone. And then I'm just like ransacking the entire houses and, you know, stealing their treasures.
Shine down.
Everyone hold hands.
It's definitely not the most pleasant of feelings out there. But you know what? You gotta do what you gotta do sometimes to get them prima gems.
There is no escape.
If it means to, you know,
Didn't see that coming.
stealing from random
Cascade.
passerbys, then we might as well do it. Because those wishes are not gonna get themselves.
Shine down. Let's light it up.
Unless these emeralds are like bad guys or something. Because like I understand when we doing it to like treasure holders, Futui, you know? Because they consider to be the bad guys. But I don't really know the entire history behind these
It's my lucky
people.
day.
So I'm just gonna assume they're bad guys because it's gonna make me feel less bad about them. You know, just losing their homes. And me just, you know, kicking them out of it. Because, you know, it's not the most pleasant of feelings. To just, you know, intrude on somebody's territory and just like, get out. It's mine now. Give me all your treasures. Not to, you know, get existential or anything, but, you know, I'm just saying. Right, let's see. Is there any treasures around? There is.
Illusion shot.
We unlock.
Teamwork is trick.
Kamisato. Suiyu.
Ooh, that's not very nice. That's not very nice. No, no, no. No, don't do that. Do not do that. I dare you. You absolute fiend. How could you do that to me? Have some manners. Don't you have chivalry in your kind? You know, what about greeting each other, you know? Requesting a duel and everything? No manners whatsoever. Where's, like, the entire code of conduct, you know? Where you challenge honorably to a fight a fellow martial artist.
Very nice.
Unbelievable. Okay, is there anything here?
There's no escape.
Oh, we got the Dracula's out of nowhere. I want to do something. I don't have any. I was gonna try to capture this bird right here. But I forgot to buy the nets. Unless... No, I do have them. Never mind. Look. Okay, look at that. Look at this. Look at this. No! You... I wanted to capture a bird. Can I capture a firefly, I wonder? Oh no, I can't. Well, how about doing a trick shot from here? Capturing that little... it's too far. How about from here? You know, doing a little bit of Pokemon training. Look at that. Easy. Absolutely easy. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, let's see if there's any other wonderful treasures to be stolen. I didn't mean to use that.
Let's light it up.
This way, Turtle.
Okay, there we go.
Cascade.
Much better. Oh, do I need to beat those guys as well? Well, I was about to let you live, guys, but you know, fate was not so nice to you. I tried, okay? I looked you deep in the eyes and I was like, you get to live today. Run along, little Hillishow, but you know what? The Genshin overlords decided no, not today.
Very nice.
Okay, let's probably climb up here. Let's say was probably the best way forward, because there are a few chests here that we might as well collect. Let's see. Okay, so there's multiple chests on like these branches. So let's go and collect them all. Because, you know, might as well. Because, you know, finders keepers, really. If nobody else gonna take those luxurious chests, I might as well be the one to do it. Okay, it's not here. So we gotta climb deeper. Is it here? No. Not there. Not here. Oh, it's got. Ooh, no. I mean, falling down from here wouldn't be the worst thing, but still no. Oh, there's one here. Okay, so what would be the game plan? Let's see. No, this is too steep. If I climb from here... No, don't fall down, don't. Let's see. No, Aito, don't do me like that. Okay, this is too steep from here. There's probably a better way from here. Oh, it's just a chest here?
All yours, should you have any.
Don't mind if I do. Now let's see, what would be like the best way to approach this? I'd say probably climb a little bit higher and then just drop down, I'd say, probably? No? Was it here? I kind of lost what it was already. Okay, so it wasn't here. Oh, there we go. Found it. Took a little bit of, you know, effort, but here we go.
Yes. Very nice.
A nice 10 Primo Gems right there. And there should be one more somewhere here. I think it's a bit above this part. It's So let's go a bit higher. I'm surprised how people in this city like never noticed that luxurious chest. It was just sitting there for probably thousands of years until, you know, somebody was mad enough to climb the tree and explore everything. But you know what, joke's on them, because I'm the one that got those 10 Prima gems, not them. And that's what it's truly all about. We're gonna climb this tree. We're gonna unleash absolute havoc upon anyone that dare to look down on us, because we're gonna reach the highest point of this tree. And we're gonna collect all of its wonderful treasures. And nobody's gonna stop us. Not even Nahida herself could have possibly predicted us to do this. But you know what? Joke's on her. Because we are doing it. Okay. So it's not here. Not there. Let's see. It should be somewhere here, maybe? No, not here. Oh, found it. Found it.
Oh,
There we go.
so you collect these?
Now let's go collect that Dendroculus. Look at that. No, no. This is what it's all about. Climbing the tallest point of this tree and looking down upon the world, gazing upon the absolute creatures. I actually wonder if I can catch this one. Give me a sec. I want to catch it. Please tell me I can. Because that would have been an achievement. Let's see. Get closer. Ah, missed it again. I'm gonna try a few more times. Because this is definitely, you know, something worth doing. With my time and yours time, guys. You know, trying to catch a bird. But not any bird. Okay, so it flies this way. How did I miss that? Alright, I'll give it 2 more shots. If I can't do it, then I guess I'm not destined to catch the mighty eagle. Okay, 1 more time. I'm gonna aim it here. Ah, well, not destined. It is what it is. The eagle gets to live free yet again. Truly a mighty creature. He bested me in fair combat, you know, so he gets to live. Alright, let's see if there's any more treasures hidden within this place. Because definitely is. I can smell it. I have a treasure detecting nose and it's tingling with anticipation of treasure. Right, so don't get stuck on me, please. That's not something I need right now. There should be something here, I think. Let's see. Oh, no, no in the academia. I think I went a little bit far. It should be like a little pool area. Where there's like a chest. Unless it's here. Is it? No, it's not by the looks of it. Although we did miss that, but we found something else. So I guess worth picking up. Okay. So let's go find more treasures. First and foremost, you know. How many Prima Gems did we get just out of curiosity? We got only 100. Absolute disgrace. How could we get only 100? But you know what? I did say that today is going to be more of a exploration type treasure gathering, because we're gonna get familiar with, you know, territory and make sure that we find absolutely everything it has to withhold from us. Are there any treasures here? No? Should be some though. Let me double check. I guess not. Alright, fair enough. You bested me yet again, Genshin. But I'll be back. Anything here? No. I would expect a, you know, treasure store have some treasures, but I guess I'll let my hubris guide me yet again. See anything here? Oop, almost missed the chest. There we go.
Yes. Very nice.
I have to find the best claymore.
Oh, I thought it was a chest I missed for a second. see. Is there anything here? There are some boxes, so we might as well pick those up. Can we enter here? No. Oh, no. Don't drown, Nahida.
The ships still require reinforcing.
Please don't. Still need you alive. Let's collect these. Oh. Well, our boy Aito went out like a champ.
I've saved enough money. I'll be able to.
Another one? Oh, come on, you can't climb that. Seriously, Aito, come on. Oh, one more. And there should be 2 more boxes that we can collect. I think they are somewhere here.
Going to do business here.
Ooh,
Must cooperate with you.
there's one. And there should be another one though. Somewhere here.
I just don't think we should squeeze the merchants too hard.
See one right here. Might as well collect it. And while we're at it. Let's go back right here. Alright, I think that's probably enough treasure hunting for today. Let's do some, you know, a bit of artifact farming. I think that would be a nice little change of pace right here. And then we might come back. We'll see. Although we have been streaming already for quite a while. So we might just do lost treasure hunting and call it a day, but let's do first artifact farming. I feel like that's gonna be a nice little ending right there. And then maybe we'll do a boss fight or two to, you know, finish him with a bang.
Take shelter for the time being.
But first, let me heal. It looks like my Ayato is about to die of exhaustion. Definitely don't want that to happen. Let's see. Let's go with our boy Bennett. Let's play with some other people for a little bit of extra fun. Let's see if we can finally, you know, get some luck on our side and finally receive some good artifacts. I doubt it, but then again, I welcome to be proven wrong. Because at the end of the day, if we get something good, then we can use it for either our Radiant Shogun or even Nahida, really.
Silly child Bill.
Alright, let's see. Going 3 pyro characters. It's definitely for good luck. Oh, no worries, Liz. Have a good one. I hope you and your niece have a wonderful evening. I'll see you tomorrow. Same time as usual, so don't worry. We're gonna do more sumo exploration tomorrow, probably. Alright, let's see.
Light it up! I'm going in!
Just gonna... Ooh, no. Don't do that.
Adventure team, I have failed.
Ooh. I got muscled down.
Miscalculated.
Absolutely unbelievable. How could I do that? Alright, guys. It's all up to you. I'll hate them. Peace out as well. So it's all up to Hutao and the little Klee. The 2 biggest pyro menaces that are known to humankind. And they beat it. It's just me and I'll hate them, you know, just slacking off a little bit. Making the little girl and another little girl do all the hard work. But then again, you know, how can you compare an absolute menace to a little unlucky boy? It's like comparing a nuclear bomb to like a little gun, like a little handgun. It's ooh, that is interesting. That could be good. If it rolls in crit rate, we are looking golden for Nahida's cup. I'm not gonna lie, that is looking promising.
Adventure.
We might be able to roll something nice.
Wait.
Okay, let's get somebody else in here. Considering my Ayato is not really combat ready, if you will. So gotta, you know, rely on other people for now. It's really a sad fact when you can't clear the... Well, I mean, technically I can clear the main by myself, it's just gonna take ages to do it. So I'd rather do it with other people. Alright, let's see. The first round, pretty nice, if I do say so myself. We got some good stuff. Because the Dendro Cup, I mean, if it rolls in right places, we are looking good, honestly. We are looking pretty decent. Now let's see if we can get something else that's somewhat satisfactory. To be fair, Dendro Cup is not what I was looking for, but you know what? I'll take it. No.
Break the curse.
I go muscle down yet again. My poor Bennett just can't catch a break. It's truly saddening. When a healer dies first, you know it's not good. But you know what? I'm sure Hazer and the absolute chant that our man right here, the scribe of them all. I'm sure they can do it. I'm sure all three of them can carry us. They are looking good. They are looking good. Now, we are 2 for 2 to die in the mains right now. So, our record, not the greatest. Not the greatest. I'm the first one to admit it. But you know what? It's all about the spirit.
Adventure time.
And Bennett not lacking any spirit whatsoever. If anything, he's overflowing with it. No. Ooh, look at that 4. Okay, promising. Okay, promising. Okay, promising. Not good, not good. But 3 promise. I don't know what's going on. Today Genshin has been extremely generous to me. Like, we are looking good. We did 2 domains and we got like, what, 4 artifacts to play around with? Not sure what's like Genshin's plan right here, you know, to maybe lure me in into false sense of security. I'm not sure, but you know, we are looking pretty decent so far. Because we go like what, 4 artifacts out of 7 in 2 runs, and all of them are decent. That's a pretty good, you know, statistic right there. Do I need to re-invite them? Okay, let's do it again. I'm the healer here. I refuse to change. I'm gonna be Bennett. Look, I'm not changing. We are all Bennetts. Exactly.
Benny's adventure team, assemble!
Look, look, look.
Wait.
I'm the healer here, okay? The only reason why I'm using Bennett is because he's my most level character. And he's my most, you know... He's pretty much my strongest DPS at the moment. That's the only reason why I'm using Bennett.
Let's light it up!
Allow me.
Adventure team, let's...
Process of elimination.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Okay, we are looking good, looking good.
This is just my...
How? How did I die inside of my own circle? That is, that is not possible. How?
From detective.
I didn't even see any attacks being made. That is unbelievable. How could our boy Bennett fall down like that? Oh, we are relying on Alhaven to carry us all the way. Alhaven, being the absolute mad lad that he is, is carrying us on his big, broad back. Well, his tanned muscles, you know. There's a lot of them to go around, so he can carry a lot of stuff. And us, it's just, you know, a small fraction of what he can do. Because Ben is not a big man, you know, pretty easy to carry. And look at him just showcasing his absolute chadness by carrying absolutely everyone. Right, 2 more to go. Let's see if we can get some nice stuff. Potential. Let's see if we can get any more good stuff. I severely hope so, but, you know. It all depends how luck is gonna treat us. I mean, we already got some decent stuff, so I can't really complain too much. But then again, I am a bit greedy. So I am looking for like a nice circlet. Or like a nice electro cup.
Everybody stand back! Ha! Hurts! Let's light it up!
As expected.
Could it break the curse?
I swear to God. How? I was just standing, minding... I was standing, right? Minding my own business. And then out of nowhere, the Abyss Mage decided to ruin my absolute day. And I didn't even do anything, right? I was just standing there, as I said. Just trying my best to survive, you know? And Abyss Mage just was like, nope, no you don't. You're destined to fall here.
I didn't foresee.
And I'm gonna do my absolute best to ruin your day. Oh, goddamn. You see,
On an adventure.
that's what happens
Don't stand too close to me.
when your bandit
Or you might get hit by a
is not built as a healer. Because I built my bandit for damage. And that was probably my biggest mistake. Because this man cannot survive. Like, at all. He is what I would refer to a wet towel when it comes to defense. He probably wouldn't survive a slap from Klee. Let alone from a giant Metacho. That's okay. That's okay.
My intuition tells me that something very interesting is about to happen.
There we go. Finally. I'm not swapping though. I'm still staying as Bennett, okay? I refuse. I absolutely refuse.
Which is exactly why I took the position.
Although, you know what? You know what? You want me to change? Fine. I'll go as Ayato. You asked it, and I'm gonna deliver it to you. You want me to be somebody else. Fine. Fine. You don't want me to be Bennett. That is absolutely fine with me. I will be the damage dealer, okay? Because clearly, being Bennett's not working out for me right here.
Be still. Guys. Forward, escape. Be still. Get moving. Mind the damage.
Okay.
Bring it on.
Let's light it up!
I mean, my Ayato is doing pretty well.
We'll have
Light
order.
it up! Teamwork is dreamwork!
Solidify. Get moving. Kami-sato.
Light it up!
This is order. Be still.
I mean, with only shield, I feel protected from the world.
Let's light it up!
Okay, that went much better. Let's see. That's pretty bad. And that's bad. You see what happens when I switch from Bennett? Bennett is my lucky charm. And whenever he leaves, I just don't know what to do.
Go on an adventure.
Okay, they need to make some condensed resin, so I guess we should wait for a little bit. You know, gotta be polite every now and again. I'll take it as a little bit of a water break.
Benny's adventure team, assemble! Or not.
Alright, that's much better. Fine, I'll switch to Ayata again.
Wait.
You know. If you want me to be Ayata, then I can be Ayata.
Whatever.
Alright, there's gonna be the final draft of our artifact rolls. I think we're gonna roll them probably tomorrow. And probably after this domain, we're gonna call it a day. I kind of like this domain quite a lot, just aesthetically. I don't know, just something about it. Very peaceful.
Let's light it up!
Ooh.
Process of elimination.
Ooh, no, 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 no.
Cascade.
None of that.
Light it up!
Ooh, I didn't like that.
From detective, but the plan.
Oh, come on.
Tight.
I got beat by one of those little electro charges cubes. Unbelievable. How could my idol fall to such petty tricks? Although I'll hate them, is probably gonna carry us by the looks of it. Yeah, we're looking golden. Alright, let's see. Can we get good artifacts this time? Or will the mighty tree of wonders bless us with another mediocrity? It's time to find out. And it is... Electro Cup, but absolute horrendous stats. Yeah. Oh, so... Nothing good, nothing good. Only terrible stuff. Oh. Can exit? Alright, so
Wow!
now we have a
Where'd
choice.
that come from?
We can go and do some boss fights, you know, to get some ascension materials for our boy Ayato. And maybe even Raiden Shogun, if we're feeling a little bit frisky. But we can also go and do more domains. So it's the choices to make. What do I want to prioritize? Upgrading my level 60 Ayato and level 40 Raiden Shogun, or They'll wanna gamble all my luck away in the artifact domain that most likely will not give me much. Oh, hey there, Monkey. Hopefully you're doing great. You know what? I feel like let's go with the setting for once and do some boss fights. Because our Aita and Raiden do need an upgrade, and I feel like I'm not gonna deprive them of said upgrade. So we're gonna do, just to finish it up, we're gonna do both Raiden's boss, and then let's do Aita. I feel like that's gonna be the best way to finish it up. You know, a little boss fights. And that will probably call it a day. So, Raiden's gonna be completely useless in this, so we might as well swap her out for... let's do Xinqiu.
Justice.
Xinqiu probably gonna be the most helpful here.
Rain outlines your fate.
Everyone hold hands.
Kamisato arc. Suiyu. Cascade.
Okay, we're looking good, looking good.
Not good. Off we go. Adventure time.
You shouldn't get hit by that. Ooh, no, 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 no. Go away.
Grow.
Oh, how could I miss that?
Rain cutter. Rain outlines your...
Oh,
Adventure time.
thought I could escape it. But that's
Everybody
alright.
Stand back. Let's
That's
light
alright.
it up.
Make yourselves at home.
Body and mind.
Okay, we're looking good so far. I say as I'm about to get hit.
Off we go.
No, no. Why is he always doing it when I'm on the edge?
Body and mind.
Right when I have nowhere to run. It's like he can feel it. I guess it's she actually, now that I think about it.
No, my
I'm not 100% sure about the genders of bosses. Ah, come on. That's fine.
Adventure time.
That's fine. Well, it's not fine, but you know.
Let's light it up.
Right, let's get our Bennett's elemental burst back. And then we'll go from there. Because we gotta heal our characters so they don't die of a sudden, you know,
Dreamwork.
implosion.
Body and mind. Not good.
Ah, no, 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 no. No. Xinqiu, don't die on me, please. I got sucked up in that goddamn cube of terrors. All I was trying to do is get some heals.
Off we go. Adventure.
Because when you think about it, this boss is not that hard. It's just, you know, annoying.
The depths beckon. Cascade.
More than anything.
Let's make her a little.
you a verse.
Ooh. We're looking fine, looking golden. We're almost halfway there.
I always bounce back. Just watch me. Everybody stand back! Let's light it up! Rain outlines your fate.
Grow, grow, grow! Sharing my knowledge!
Okay, now that our characters are fully healed up, I feel a little bit better. Well, fully. As full as it can be.
Body and mind.
Oof. No, no, no you don't.
I'm going in! That's gonna hurt in the morning. Rain outlines your fate.
Be still. Mind the deluge.
Witness the power of Gurwa.
Make yourselves at home! I see everything!
Okay, we're looking good. Ooh, no, 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 no.
Be still.
Almost dead. Come on. Just be good and die already.
Everyone hold hands!
I think I'll probably go for the achievement where you, like... you... I was about to say I'm gonna go for achievement where you kill him in midair. But looks like it's not gonna happen, by the looks of it. Alright, I'll do some other time, it's fine. Whew. Okay.
Chivalry will never die.
Ooh, that's actually not too bad of a cup. For 4-star at least. I can put it on my Scaramouche for now. Alright, let's get healed up. And then go beat Ayata's boss. And I think after that, we'll probably call it a day. Let's go beat the giant cube. Was that Ayata? It's gonna be a bit of you know, interesting fight.
Experiment. We'll succeed. What is the situation?
But you know, we never shy away from the challenge. So we're gonna face it head on, and we're gonna conquer it. Because we gotta upgrade our characters one way or another. And we gotta get them to at least level 80, you know? So they can unleash their full power and their full potential upon this world. Instead of just staying at level 40, you know? Because That's what they've been doing for the past half a year.
Shine down.
Ouchie.
Off we go! Adventure time! Off we go!
Illusion shattered.
Everyone hold hands.
Let's see. We have to say for yourself.
Adventure time!
The amount of damage we're doing is not astonishing, unfortunately,
Off we go!
as it is. But you know what? Slow and steady wins the race. And we're definitely slow, and we're definitely steady.
Off we go!
Shine down.
Let's light it up! Yeah! Adventure time!
Hey,
There is no escape.
Ow! Huh? Everybody stand back! Ugh. That's gonna hurt in the morning. Let's light it up!
We're doing pretty well. We are doing pretty well. So far.
everyone hold hands.
Illusion shattered.
Already halfway there, which is good news.
I see everything.
There is no escape.
Let's light it up! Teamwork is dreamwork!
Hey,
Illusion
Off we go!
Have a nice little combo going on with Nahida, Raiden, and Bennett over here. Almost there. Just a quarter of the way to go.
There is no escape.
Ah, I missed out on Bennett's signature hit.
Off we go!
Oh well. It is alright.
Let's light it up!
everyone hold hands. The Temple of Wisdom. Committed to
Shine down.
Everybody stand back! Adventure time! Off we go!
This is what I like Nahida for this fight, because she just obliterates those little slimes almost immediately. And that is fun. Instead of me, you know, running around and destroying them one by one, Nahida just annihilates them all. Okay. Now, I feel like that probably should be enough for today. I mean, we've been live already for more than 3 hours, which, you know, is definitely plenty for one stream. But I hope you guys had a, you know, a pleasant time with me today. I hope you had some fun. Hope you enjoyed my little stories, if you will. If you would like to hear more, do let me know. I have quite a few to tell you. And I hope you have a good remaining to your day, or evening, or even night, depending on where you are. And I'll see you tomorrow at 8 o'clock. I'll make sure to make a proper schedule right now. The same as last week, because I forgot to do it yesterday. And I'll post it in about an hour or so. But yeah, as I said, hope you have a great remaining to your Monday. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Remember to drink plenty of tea and pray to our Lord and Savior Jean Lee, because he is watching. And he will always know whether you are ready to lose your 50-50 or to win it. It all depends on how hard you pray. I don't make the rules here. But yeah, I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a good one, guys. And bye-bye.